Hi guys, I am so happy to be doing this video for you today. Today we're going to be talking about patterns. We haven't talked about patterns in a while, and I know throughout math circles sometimes we do talk about patterns, but today I'm going to do a lesson on it so that way we can still make sure that we remember it for next year. So let's go ahead and get started. So a lot of times we see patterns in a bunch of different ways. We see it in color, in shapes, in sizes, in numbers, in letters. We see it all over the place. So I'm going to go through the different ones that we can see, and I want you to help me out. So today we're going to talk about patterns. The first one we have is color patterns. So I want you to tell me what the color is, and then I'm going to say it after you. Okay? So we have Okay, so if you said it correctly, this is what it would have said. Red, red, blue, red, red, blue, red, red, blue. So we see the pattern as there's two reds and then one blue. Two reds and then one blue. So then if we continued this pattern, it would be two reds and then one blue. Correct. So let's move down to the next one. We have shapes. Shapes, and y'all are awesome at shapes. So we have triangle, square, square, square. Triangle, square, 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 triangle. Good job. So we see that these are made up of shapes. Now these are made up of shapes too, but this pattern was all the same shape and just looking at the colors for the pattern. So these are looking at the different shapes, and that's how that is going to keep working. So if I were to continue this pattern, we have one triangle, and we have 1, 2, 3 squares. So if we continued, one triangle, three squares, one triangle, and then what would come after that? It would be squares. It would be three squares. That's right. So we have color, shape, and the next one we have is size. So size. So we have big rectangle, small square. Big rectangle, small square. Big rectangle, small square. Now it's very similar to shape because we do see a big triangle and then small squares. But this one, let's just think about our sizes. So we have big, small, small. Big, small, small. Big, small, small. And then what would come next? Do you know? I know that all of you are so smart. So if you said big, great job. It would be big, that would be next. Awesome. So let's go to the next one. We have numbers. We have numbers. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So what would come after the number 1? It would be a 2. Good job. So this is based on numbers. So if we go down to the next one, we see letters. Letters. So we all know our letters. So this is A, B, C. 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 So then the next one would be what? Would be A. Good job. So then we would continue on and it would be A, B, C. So the last one we have is objects, or maybe a picture that you draw. So we have flower, sun. Good. Flower, sun. Flower, sun. Good. So the next object that we would see would be what? Flower. Good job. So I have a blank one over here. So I know you can't see me in this video, but you can hear me. So I'm going to write some right here, and I want you to help me figure out what comes next. So let me get a marker. I know you can't see me. I'm so sorry. But I want you to focus on what these patterns are. Okay? All right. So if I were to draw a circle, square, circle, square, and then I'm not sure what goes there. So let's think about what could go in that blank. So this one is talking about different shapes. Just like we look over here, we see these are talking about the different shapes. So if we have circle, square, what would come next? Circle. Good job. It would be circle. Good. Okay, now let's do a colored one. Okay, I have pink heart, blue heart, blue heart, pink heart. Now I want to know which ones would come next. Okay, so we have, I know it's kind of hard to see in the video. Let me make this a little bit darker so you can see. Pink, blue, blue, pink. What would go here? Let's look back at this pattern. We have one pink, we have two blues, and then we go back to that one pink. So if we go back here, what comes after the pinks? Blue, right, it would be blue hearts. Two of them, because we have one, two. So we have two of them. So it would be a blue heart and another blue heart. That's how it would continue the pattern. Let's see if it matches from what we have at the beginning. Pink heart, blue heart, blue heart. Pink heart, blue heart, blue heart. Great job. Okay, so let's do another one. Okay, now let's think of, let's do sizes. Let's move down. We've done shapes. We've done colors. Let's do size. Okay? I wanted to get different color for you. So let's try to do away from shapes. Let's do something maybe like, oh, I have an idea. Big smiley face. Small smiley face. Big smiley face. And then I'm going to do another big smiley face. I'm going to do another big smiley face. Oop, I know my circles aren't looking that best. This door behind it is kind of making it go a little bit rippled. Okay, so then I have a small smiley face. So let's look at this pattern that I have here. I have big smiley face, small smiley face, big smiley face, big smiley face, big smiley face, and then I have a small smiley face. So I see that there is one, and then one small smiley face. But then it turns out three big smiley faces. So then it would be 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then we are back to 1. So I don't have room to put them here. Can you tell me what would go next? What would go next right here after the small smiley face? Does anybody know? It would be a big smiley face because we see what comes after this small one. We can go back over here and we can see after this small one, we see a big one. So a big one would go there. So let's move on to numbers. Okay, let's move on to numbers. Okay, let's do 5. What number's that? 3, 3, 5. 3, 3, 5. Now I want to see which one comes after this 5. Okay, so let's look back. We have 5, 3, 3. 5, 3, 3. And then we have a 5. So what comes after this 5? Let's think about it. Good job. If you said 3, then you are correct. We put a 3 here. Okay, we have room for one more pattern here at the bottom. So let's do letters. Let's do letters. Let's do K, Z. K, Z. K. Okay, and then I have two spaces because I want to find out the next two patterns that come next. So I want you to help me with that. We have K, Z, K, Z, K. Do we know what goes in here? Let's look back at our pattern and see if we can help us. We're trying to find out what comes after the letter K. Okay? K, Z, K, Z, K. Good. It is the Z. Okay? We want to figure out what comes after this Z. Okay, we've already figured out that after K comes Z, so we want to know what comes after Z. Well, there's only two letters in this. So it's going to be a K or a Z. We know that. So we've already done Z. Let's see what comes after that. We can go back to the front of our pattern and see that after this Z is a K. Good job. So we have worked on patterns today. Now I know it's a very short lesson, and then I'm going to do one more thing with patterns. That is going to be a fun activity for at home. So I'm super excited to share that with you, and we're going to do that later this week. So I miss all of you so much, and I know this is so different than what we've seen before, but I hope to see all of you come back next year and go to kindergarten, so that way I can give you a big hug, since I know I can't do that. So I love each and every one of you so, so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye, guys.